Hello, and thank you for joining us in this WeChat Archiver session. During this session, I'm going to demo chatting and recording WeChat communications. I will be using my phone and later my PC for this demo. My phone is a BYOD device, meaning this phone is owned by me as the employee and it is used also for company work-related activities. My phone is an iPhone. On Android devices, we provide the same native interfaces. On this iPhone, you can see that I have my personal WeChat and my personal WhatsApp in one pane. But if I move to another pane, you will see that I have a version of my recorded business apps. So I have my recorded WhatsApp and I have my recorded WeChat, which is using the WeCom application. The WeCom application, which used to be called WeChat Work, is the business version of WeChat. It is also developed by Tencent, the maker of WeChat, and it allows you to chat with other WeChat users as well as with other WeCom users. It has the same interface and functionalities as WeChat, but it has a few additional settings for managing customers and a few administration settings for firms to manage their employees. In this session, I'm going to be chatting over WeChat with Paul. You can either initiate the chat by finding a contact and adding him to your address book, or you can let a contact scan your QR code on your business card. Once they scan your QR code and you approve them as a customer, they can be added to WeChat conversations. Once they are your customers, you can start interacting with them in one-on-one or group conversations. So Paul, just scan my QR code. He's already in my list of customers and I can start chatting with him. The first time that you chat with a new participant, a disclaimer message is added to the conversation. This default disclaimer is generated by Tencent, but every company can also add their own custom disclaimer in addition to the Tencent default disclaimer. I can send to Paul any message that I choose. I can share text and pictures, and as you see, these are regular conversations from the native Tencent WeCom application. You can record audio messages. Hello, this is Gil chatting here with Paul. Bye-bye. You can add emojis, both WeChat emojis as well as regular emojis on your phone. You can even delete and recall WeChat messages. Everything is recorded. You can also make and record calls. So I can initiate a voice call with Paul. And note that Tencent will play an audio disclaimer at the beginning of recorded calls. In case you spend most of your day in front of a computer, you can use the WeCom desktop app. The desktop app allows you to continue your conversations with other people. It allows you to make calls from the desktop, exchange text, images, or documents, and anything else that you can do on the mobile. After exchanging WeChat messages, let's now see how all this content looks in the archive. We have two ways to archive WeChat messages. The first way is to send the WeChat communications individually one by one. Each WeChat message is converted to an individual archived message. With every WeChat communication, TeleMessage will deliver additional metadata, such as the WeChat ID of the contact, as well as the information about the employee, such as email and mobile. This will allow you to run a search for a specific WeChat ID and/or a combination of a customer and an employee's email. This mailbox holds and allows searches for all the mobile communication done by the company employees. And here we run a search combining a WeChat user and a company employee. And this will allow me to narrow down all the communications and focus on the communication that these two have exchanged. I can also narrow it to a specific time or add a term or keyword I'm interested in finding. Let us add the keyword market, which will further refine our search results down to include a specific term. I can also search for other attachments, a date range, or any other metadata parameter. And of course, in every archive platform, you might have slightly different capabilities and interfaces. I can, for example, search for specific attachments, like an MP3 file. And then I will find the call that we made earlier. I can see the call participants and other call metadata. I can, of course, listen and hear the conversation spoken throughout the call. We now have a better understanding about the ability to view the recorded WeChat communication. I can, of course, just look for specific images that are of interest to me. And as you can see, we even track and record emojis and the like. I can see all the other attachments that we previously exchanged in the chat. So let us see those messages from the archive again, both in the desktop app as well as in the mobile app. Thus far, we covered the one-by-one WeChat communication ingest to the archive. Another way to view communication is to ask TeleMessage to deliver the WeChat messages in a threaded format. In this option, TeleMessage will aggregate and arrange the WeChat messages in the same format they display on the mobile device. A single message will be sent for each WeChat conversation exchanged throughout a day. Since each threaded message is arranged by date, I have added to my search the word April to narrow down threaded messages for a certain date or month. You can see here a thread of all such communication and attachments that were exchanged previously, and again in a manner similar to that of the mobile phone thread. Let us take care of your WeChat archiving and recording requirements. Our platform supports compliance, workflow, efficiency, risk mitigation, and peace of mind. For more information, please contact us at info@telemessage.com or visit our website www.telemessage.com.